Hey viewers, welcome back, and this will be day 10, starting off, or well, actually continuing week 2.
We are on week 2, yes.
And this time we'll be bringing you Matthew 10.
Yep, we will. Follow along as usual if you would like. Alright, Jesus sends out the 12 apostles. Jesus called his 12 disciples together and gave them authority to cast out evil spirits and to heal every kind of disease and illness. Here are the names of the 12 apostles. First, Simon, also called Peter, then Andrew, Peter's brother, James, son of Zebedee, John, James's brother, Philip, Bartholomew, Thomas, Matthew, the tax collector, James, son of Alphaeus, Thaddeus, Simon the Zealot, and Judas Iscariot, who later betrayed him. Jesus sent out the 12 apostles with these instructions. Don't go to the Gentiles or the Samaritans. Go, just kidding, but only to the people of Israel, God's lost sheep. Go and announce to them that the kingdom of heaven is near. Heal the sick, raise the dead, cure those with leprosy, and cast out demons. Give as freely as you have received. Don't take any money in your money belts, no gold, silver, or even copper coins. Don't carry a traveler's bag with a change of clothes and sandals or even a walking stick. Don't hesitate to accept hospitality, because those who work deserve to be fed. Whenever you enter a city or village, search for a worthy person and stay in his home until you leave town. When you enter the home, give it your blessing. If it turns out to be a worthy home, let your blessing stand. If it is not, take back your blessing. If any household or town refuses to welcome you or listen to your message, shake its dust from your feet as you leave. I tell you the truth, the wicked cities of Sodom and Gomorrah will be better off than such a town on the judgment day. Look, I am sending you out as sheep among wolves, so be as shrewd as snakes and as harmless as doves. But beware, for you will be handed over to the courts, and you'll be flogged with whips in the synagogues, and you will stand trial before governors and kings because you are my followers. But this will be your opportunity to tell rulers and the other unbelievers about me. When you are arrested, don't worry about how to respond or what to say. God will give you the right words at the right time. For it is not you who will be speaking, it will be the Spirit of your Father speaking through you.
A brother will betray his brother to death, a father will betray his own child, and children will rebel against their parents and cause them to be killed. And all nations will hate you because you are my followers, but everyone who endures to the end will be saved. When you are prosecuted in one town, flee to the next. I tell you the truth, the Son of Man will return before you have reached all towns of Israel. Students are not greater than their teachers, and slaves are not greater than their master. Students are to be like their teacher, and slaves are to be like their master. And since I, the master of the household, have been called the prince of demons, the members of my household will be called by even worse names. But don't be afraid of those who threaten you, for the time is coming when everything that is covered will be revealed, and all that is secret will be made known to all. What I tell you now in the darkness, shout abroad when daybreak comes. What I whisper in your ear, shout from the housetops for all to hear. Don't be afraid of those who want to kill your body. They cannot touch your soul. Fear only God, who can destroy both soul and body in hell. What is the price of 2 sparrows, 1 copper coin? But not a single sparrow can fall to the ground without your Father knowing it. And the very hairs on your head are all numbered, so don't be afraid. You are more valuable to God than a whole flock of sparrows. Everyone who acknowledges me publicly here on earth, I will also acknowledge before my Father in heaven. But everyone who denies me here on earth, I will also deny before my Father in heaven. Don't imagine that I came to bring peace to the earth. I came not to bring peace, but a sword. I have come to set a man against his father, a daughter against her mother, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. Your enemies will be right in your own household. If you love your father or mother more than you love me, you are not worthy of being mine. Or if you love your son or daughter more than me, you are not worthy of being mine. If you refuse to take up your cross and follow me, you are not worthy of being mine. If you cling to your life, you will lose it. But if you give up your life for me, you will find it. Anyone who receives you receives me, and anyone who receives me receives the Father who sent me. If you receive a prophet as one who speaks for God, you will be given the same reward as a prophet. And if you receive righteous people because of their righteousness, you will be given a reward like theirs. And if you give even a cup of cold water to one of the least of my followers, you will surely be rewarded.
All right. That was Matthew 10. Yep, Matthew 10. And I guess we can do a quick discussion. It wasn't that long. Just because we kind of touched that probably like the last few weeks at the church. Well, at least I know I've been to a few of the sermons on it. But, I mean, it's an interesting...
that last little bit that I read was actually in Pastor Craig's book, Catch.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
so it said, like, even if you just give a cup of cold water to one of his disciples, you'll be rewarded. So imagine the reward that you'd get for bringing someone to Christ.
Yeah. I was just talking about, what was it? Well, I guess one of the parts, if you love your father or mother more than you love me, you're not worthy of being mine. It's just pretty interesting, because you would think that, your family is the most important, part of your life.
God comes first in life.
Exactly.
And then your loved ones.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you love God, then He's going to take care of your family, obviously. And then what was another one that Pastor Craig's always talking about? I guess everyone who acknowledges me publicly here on earth will also acknowledge before my Father in heaven. But everyone who denies me here on earth, I will also deny before my Father in heaven. So line 32 is pretty interesting. I mean, how many people would... if they're just talking to their friends, do they openly talk about their relationship with God, or that they go to church every Sunday, or anything like that? I know there were times when I was younger, I didn't go to church that often, but I still never really wanted to tell people that I even really believed in God that much, or even really wanted to talk about that, because I was just afraid how people would react. Now it's a little different, obviously, but it's just interesting. So Pastor Kirk was talking about, I can't remember where, but that school that was shot up because they went to school and they're asking all these kids if they believed in God and everything, or if they were
Christians
Christian.
Or if they were Muslims.
And,
and if they answered it, they were Christian, they got shot.
Exactly. How many people in churches nowadays would say that they were Christian just because they actually believed in God and that He was the one they loved the most, and He was the one, that is their Father? It's a pretty interesting thing to think about. If you were put in that situation, would you be able to do it? And I would hope that most of the people that are watching this, and ourselves included in that situation, would say that. But it's just...
defend my beliefs, yep.
Yeah, it's just an interesting little verse, Matthew 10. But anyways, I guess that'll have to do for our discussion. But like always, if you enjoy our videos, feel free to like and follow us on our Facebook page, subscribe to us on YouTube, and comment on our videos, and actually share our videos as well. Also, we are probably going to do a Q&A sometime in the near future. We'll just take a day and let everybody post whatever they want, any type of questions on our page or on our videos, and then the next time we do our videos, we will actually answer all your questions. So
I'll probably end up making a post somewhere on the page for you guys to be able to post anything that you want in the comments.
guys, look forward to that. All right, and we'll see you soon.